Now, I'm not going to do a deep dive on Kyrie Irving again. We're not going down that road. It is about Kyrie, but it's about the reaction to Kyrie Irving as Kyrie has arrived in Dallas. And this video of him, the local TV in Dallas was there. They have the exclusive video of Kyrie with a group of people walking around Dallas there, meeting with the Mavericks. But Kyrie's not going to the Lakers. He was repackaged from Brooklyn to Dallas, and the Lakers, who thought they were in the driver's seat, after all, Kyrie said he wanted to play in La La Land. He's been out there in La La Land for some time. So assuming that position the Lakers were, they were going to get Kyrie. They assumed they were in the driver's seat. And Uncle Drew did not get his wish. His wish is not the Nets owner's command. In fact, we talked about this in a previous episode of the show. The guy that owns the Nets didn't want to trade Kyrie to the Lakers, didn't want to pacify him, didn't want to make him happy because this guy's, he feels screwing over the Nets. So it didn't happen, and now the Lakers are left to put the pieces back together. They're doing some damage control, and there's some spin coming out of Lakerland that the Lakers really didn't want Kyrie, and they had second thoughts on Kyrie, and they didn't trust his professionalism and his dedication to basketball. These are the things being leaked by toadies from the Laker media that are inside. Well, it's clear that that is bullcrap because LeBron James has chimed in on the issue. He chimes in on everything. Why would he not talk about this? And I don't know if you saw it or not. Maybe you missed this. We've got an audio clip. He sat down, LeBron, with the venerable Michael Wilbon, who's been around a long time. Old sports writer who's been TV guy for a long time. So LeBron chatting with Michael Wilbon, and he said that he was disappointed the Lakers did not get Kyrie. As Warner Wolf would say, let's go to the audio tape, a bummed out LeBron James.
Well, definitely disappointed. I can't sit here and say I'm not disappointed on not being able to land such a talent, but someone that I had great chemistry with and know I got great chemistry with on the floor that can help you win, championships. In my mind, in my eyes. But my focus has shifted now. My focus has shifted back to where it should be, and that's this club now, and what we have in the locker room.
That's a quick pivot, LeBron.
It's a quick pivot. Quick pivot. It don't take me long. It don't take me long. I don't get too excited about the possibilities of things that can be. I kind of envision myself on what it can, but I don't invest it all the way into until I know it's happening. Okay. And when it does not happen, I'm back locked in on the job at hand. So, we had an opportunity. I think our names was out there. The Lakers' name was out there. We had an opportunity. Didn't happen. We move on and we finish the season strong. Try to get a bid into the postseason where I feel. If we go in healthy, and we compete with anybody.
All right, so that was LeBron with Michael Wilbon on the Entertainment and Sports Network. So let us discuss, all right? The big quote, the money quote, he used the D word. So the question, LeBron James saying he's disappointed the Lakers didn't get Kyrie Irving, but he's ready to move on. Believe it or don't believe it. So I am agnostic on this one. I've got King Cobra, Hairbrained, and Mortgage. And we will combine all of these things together, and we will attempt not to flog a dead horse. So first of all, LeBron James, this was pouting. He was pouting, right? It wasn't as bad as what he did on social media. That was where the real hissy fit took place. This was more of a measured LeBron James. But on social media, LeBron used cosmetics. The catchphrase from Maybelline, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Boo-hoo-hoo, maybe it's me. That was his real reaction. And LeBron got on camera with Wilbon, and he acted like a smooth operator and a quick pivot. Oh, yeah, quick pivot. But it's obvious LeBron has this very unhealthy love affair with Kyrie Irving. And it's peculiar to me. I don't understand it, and I'll tell you why. Because Irving has burned LeBron in the past. In fact, Kyrie, as a professional basketball player, has burned every team he's played for. 100%. He's proven multiple times that he's King Cobra. He's a serpent, Kyrie Irving. And I believe LeBron should take some kind of test here. I think he's suffering from amnesia because Kyrie Irving, I thought maybe I forgot this. I went back, I checked some of the notes of years ago, and I remember talking about Kyrie when he was in Cleveland and how that ended. It appears LeBron has forgotten about it. Kyrie Irving was jealous of everything being about LeBron. If you remember, we talked about it on the show way back in those years. And it was very public, the NBA drama. They air all their dirty laundry. It's just another day in the NBA. But Kyrie was upset. LeBron was all about LeBron, this, that, and the other thing in Cleveland. And so he asked to be traded so he could be the centerpiece on his own team. And your wish is my command. And Kyrie pulled a power play. And he pulled the same stunt everywhere he's been just about, right? In Boston, he told Celtic season ticket holders that he wanted to be a Celtic. And then he said, not really. In Brooklyn, the same deal played out. This is the signature move of Kyrie Irving. And yet you have LeBron James out there. It's like, oh, it's such a talent. And I know how well we play together. Yeah, okay. The Lakers are actually better off without Kyrie Irving. That's the reality of the situation. And how would you like to be LeBron walking back into the locker room when you've pretty much urinated all over your teammates, the people that you have there, because you've admitted, listen, these guys are terrible, which they are, but the fact that he actually said it, that's rare. You don't normally get that. If you listen between the words, LeBron's pretty much calling out every player on the Lakers. But later on, we must go to page 2 here, because how do you compute LeBron James saying that if the Lakers go into the postseason healthy, they can compete with anybody, while pretty much trashing the roster that they needed Kyrie Irving to do that? This is known as talking out of both sides of your mouth. We chuckle. It's also a carbon copy to something that we laughed at several years ago when Anthony Davis said something similar. Unibrow, who is the poster boy for Humpty Dumpty in the NBA, Anthony Davis said the Lakers were the top team in the NBA when 100% healthy. He said it a couple years ago. And we thought that was the funniest thing we had heard. And so now you have another harebrained statement from LeBron pretty much backing up what Anthony Davis had said a couple years ago. Well, spoiler alert, nobody is 100% healthy, even with all the load management and injury prevention. Nobody is 100% healthy in that sport, nor should they be. And Anthony Davis is one breath away from breaking a rib and going AWOL, malingering around the trainer's room. Moreover, even if Anthony Davis was healthy, the Laker roster has systemic problems. They don't defend well. They have no perimeter game that can compete with the top teams in the West or the East. They cannot guard perimeter players on the wing. And last I checked, just about every good team has at least one guy who's good on the wing. That seems to be a problem. And they have not unloaded yet the Trojan horse, even though he played for the Bruins, in Russell Westbrook, who's still hanging around under the Laker banner. All right, final thought. So I want to pivot away from LeBron here, and I want to focus in on Dallas, because Kyrie has arrived, the Eagle has landed. Or in this case, the Space Cadet has landed in Dallas. As he's there, he showed up on Monday. He was greeted by some Maverick personnel. Local TV paparazzo got the video. So his new coach, Jason Kidd, was asked about coaching Kyrie Irving, and Jason Kidd laid it on thick, extra thick and crunchy peanut butter with reporters. Did you see this quote? Did you hear about the quote? Speaking about Kyrie, just pretend I'm Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd said, quote, he's all about basketball. He wants to win. He wants to be coached, close quote. That's the quote. So when I saw that quote bouncing around, the Jason Kidd quote on Kyrie Irving, what was your thought on that? Like, you heard it. I gave it to you. And again, Kidd said of Kyrie, he's all about basketball. He wants to win. He wants to be coached. So my first thought was, boy, that sports talk Barry is pretty good. That sports talk Barry, that's satire. And then I realized, well, that wasn't satire. And then I was like, wow, this is like a robotic response. AI has taken over. And then we wondered how much Jason Kidd's mortgage is per month, because he's clearly relocated to the Gaslight District. That is a misdirection play, a splendid misdirection play by Jason Kidd, gaslighting, a little psychological manipulation. Jason Kidd planting the seed of doubt, everything you've heard, everything you've been told about Kyrie Irving, you Maverick fans. You have to question your memory, because Kyrie, he's all about basketball. He wants to win. He wants to be coached. Of course, don't check the receipts on that, because you're not going to like what you see. Jason Kidd does not want you to go back and check, because all you have to do is do a little bit of keyboard thumbnail research. Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn said he did not see the Nets as having a coach. Irving has said multiple times over the years that he wants to use his platform to fight the power. He believes he is much more than a basketball player, so I would think that means he's not all about basketball, and he's been on multiple really good teams, and every time he's asked to be traded. So is he all about winning, right? I'm going to go no. And the famous quote, I have to stand for what I believe in. That Kyrie Irving quote, those are his words. So congratulations, Jason Kidd. He wants the Maverick fans to know that Kyrie's all about basketball and wants to win, wants to be coached. That is comedy gold, is what that is. That's great. Like, when Jason Kidd was a player back in the day, and I came into LA a lot, and early on in my days, I was a radio stringer, so I spent a lot of time in locker rooms, and I interviewed Jason Kidd a lot, and he is one of these guys that just falls into sportscliche.com and just gives you the boring, generic sports quote just to get the interview over with. Like, I had that happen when I was chatting with him way back when he was playing in the NBA. It's good to know he hasn't changed. He's still doing the same crap as a coach. In fact, as a coach, you're supposed to do it more.